Well, the time has come for the mushrooms to find a new home. They've been growing and they started to get wrinkly. I'll show you. Because they're running out of water in this stuff they're growing out of. And so I tried to open up the plastic and pour water on the substrate, and I think it helped a little bit, but they need a lot more water. And as soon as I open up the plastic, I've been sneezing a lot for the last couple days. So I think that there's something that I'm allergic to in the whatever they're growing out of. I forget what it's made from. It's like, I think it's like kitty litter plus rabbit food or something. And I think as a kid I was always allergic to kitty litter, not kittens, but kitty litter. And it's like making my nose super itchy. So for a couple of reasons, it's time, sadly, to move the mushrooms out. So we're gonna try to find them a home. Well, I am going off the trail to try to find a new home for these oyster mushrooms. And I know a little bit about them, not too much, but I know that they like to eat dead trees. Trees that have fallen down or trees that are dead but still standing up. Those are called stags. So I've never been in this little ravine before. I'll show you what it looks like. I never walked down inside here, but I walked past this a lot. And last night I dreamt that I was walking down into the ravine. So I take that as a pretty good sign that this is the right place. I just got to be careful because I've never been down here. There's a bunch of maple leaves, so I can't exactly tell what's underneath the maple leaves. So I'm stepping very gingerly. I know that oyster mushrooms, they like alder trees. Now I think there's some alder trees here, but there's some cedar trees, but there's definitely a bunch of maple trees. And there's one that just recently fell down right there and it's still standing up. I was thinking about putting it up in the trunk up there, but I don't think I'm tall enough. That looks like it's like 9 feet high. I don't think I would be able to manage that. There's plenty of trees down here, so we're gonna keep going down this way. Oh. Carefully. Well, initially I thought it was a mistake that I brought home the mushroom bag, because I thought I was gonna eat it, but then I couldn't bring myself to eat the mushrooms because they look so beautiful. And then I thought it was a mistake. It's like, why did I bring them to my home? Because they don't have a way to keep living in my home. You know, they're already pretty dehydrated, so. But I think this is a good way. This is a good way to hopefully give them a chance to live. Alright, so there's a big tree down here. But I don't know how to determine what kind of tree it used to be. If we can look at what the other trees were right next to it. And look at their bark. So this bark versus those bark up there. That's a maple tree. And that is a Douglas fir tree. And here is a western red cedar. Trying to look at the bark, determine which one this most closely resembles. Well, here's maple for sure. This is not easy. Well, I don't think it's Douglas fir. Douglas fir kind of has like bigger spaces in between the lines. This one has very fine spaces between the lines. Kind of like this tree. This is a maple tree. And then there's a cedar tree. That also has pretty fine spaces, but I don't think as fine as this one. Also, there's a tree down in the creek where there's lots of water. And I wonder how the mushroom fungus gets inside the tree. Is it best to put it on the trunk or on like the broken end there? I have a lot of questions. I'm thinking this tree looks pretty good. But in my dream, I walked down there. So I'm gonna walk down there and I'm gonna leave the mushrooms up. I'm gonna leave the mushrooms up here. I'm just gonna walk down there because in my dream I walked down there. I might as well bring the mushrooms with me. Dreams are funny. I sometimes have dreams and they seem to come true. Sometimes. I have a lot of wacky dreams that I'm glad they don't come true. But sometimes I have dreams that come true. Do you have dreams that come true? Anybody out there have dreams that seem to come true? It could be the next day or it could be like years later. Well, I had a dream last night that I was down here. I've never been down here. But last night I dreamt that I was walking down here. It kind of looks like how I imagined it in my dream, except there's a big hole down there. I don't know what that's all about. That wasn't in my dream, but this was. No stream. That's a little valley. A ravine. I wouldn't even call it a valley. Well, there's this big tree and some ferns are growing on it. And it came from there. And this bark has been stripped or blown away. So I don't know what kind of tree it used to be. I know some trees that they like western. Oh, there's an airplane flying overhead. I know some trees like western red cedars, they have some kind of fungicide that they have in them, so mushrooms don't like growing as much on those trees. So I don't want to put the oyster mushrooms on a downed red cedar. Oh! An alder tree. An alder tree? Not sure. I think I'll go over there, find out. Well, no, that's not an alder tree. I'm curious what it is. And we're gonna use my phone app. Let's find out what this is. Yeah, that's not an alder leaf pattern. I got this phone app called Picture This, and I can just take a photo of leaves or it's a hazelnut, beaked hazelnut. That's cool. I don't see any hazelnuts. Okay, well, we have two very good candidates, I think, for our new home. Let's see here. We got that one that's up there. There was that one up there, but it's too close to the trail. If I somehow manage to get the mushrooms up in that stump, I think someone would see it and try to grab it. So we're gonna stick with these down maples or this mystery tree that we don't know what this one used to be, but it's next to beaked hazelnut trees, and I don't know what the other trees are up there. All right, this. I should ask the mushroom. All right, mushrooms. Where do you want to live? Want to live here on this tree? You want to live up on that tree? Well, you know, there are mushrooms that have already started to live on this tree. There's some polypore over there, right there. So, you know, there's already some mushrooms coming at home, and this one looks more fresh, like it just fell down. So, and I know it's a maple tree, so we're gonna somehow try to set up a home for the mushrooms on this one. Now I'm gonna try putting it near the stump up there. Yeah. I don't think other mushrooms have made that one home yet. So we're gonna go back up this way. Oh. It's fun hiking with no hands, because I'm carrying the mushrooms in one hand. Oh, interesting. This one already has some mushrooms growing in it. Oh. Ah, interesting. They look like some polypores. So I would imagine that the mushroom fungi, they need to have a way to get into the tree. So we're gonna go to the stump where this fell down. But this is a little bit tricky doing this with no hands, or hands that are filled with stuff. Look, Ma, no hands. This is the stump right here, and it's really wet. I mean, it's raining right now slightly. It's really wet, so these mushrooms will have a lot of moisture here, so that's good. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Thinking this looks pretty good right here. I just clear this off here. Well, there's lots of bugs in there. Lots and lots of bugs. Probably a good sign. Yeah, lots of bugs. I'm thinking right there's a good, right there. Okay, so now I gotta get the mushrooms out. We gotta separate them from their plastic bag. Put it out first. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm gonna put it down here. And, oops, too far with the camera. It's fascinating. Look how beautiful these guys are, even when they're wrinkly. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to prop this up here. Oh, that worked. I'm wiping my hands on the tree trunk. Well, oyster mushrooms is really, I'm very grateful that I got to see you grow up. And I hope that this is a suitable home for you, and that you can find some food here and live for a while. I'll come back and check on you. I hope that you feel better. No, you got really dried up there. But there's a lot of rain coming. So I'm hoping that that'll help you live again. Or continue to live. Alright, well, I think that's the best I can do. I won't bring home mushrooms again. But, oh my gosh, I learned a lot. I learned that mushrooms are alive just like I am. I don't look at them just as food. In fact, I don't really look at them as food anymore. Being alive is really interesting. Being an animal is interesting. You know, like if I was a plant, I just, you know, I get energy from the sun and work with fungi in my roots and get nutrients from the soil and water. But as an animal, we rely on other life forms. We have to eat other life forms. we can't make our own energy. We have to eat other animals or eat other beings to get their energy. Very interesting. Interesting way of living. How did I end up as a human? I don't know. I wonder if I get reincarnated or something. If I get reincarnated, I would prefer not to be a human again. I don't know if there is reincarnation. I don't know if I had a choice in coming here or not, like that I don't remember. I wonder if before I came into existence in this body, I chose to come here to live during this time as a human in this situation. Well, I kind of don't want to be reincarnated. I think this is good. I'm fine just being like ether. I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that some more. Yeah. Well, now it's time to go back home. I've been playing some music. Playing music and singing, that makes being alive fun. I like playing music. I've been learning a very hard song to play, and I think I'll be able to record it soon and put it on YouTube. It's a cover of someone else's song. But yeah, playing music makes being alive a lot of fun. Singing, hearing other people sing, dancing is fun too. I'm not a good dancer. I just shake my butt to the beat. Yeah, I'm not a good dancer, but I like dancing. I guess those are reasons to reincarnate, to be able to sing and dance. I wish I did more singing and dancing in my life up to now, but I'm still alive, so I can do that now. And the other thing that I'm looking forward to doing is some mushroom gummies and watching a TV show that my wife and I started called Silo. Silo has, what's her name? Gosh, I can't remember the actress's name. She's in Mission Impossible. Really, really beautiful, cool lady. But Silo's pretty cool. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor! It's a metaphor for civilization. It's a predicament and a mystery. So I'm looking forward to watching more. We watched 2 episodes so far, and I was tempted to just binge the whole thing, but my wife doesn't have time to binge the whole thing, so that's okay. I'll enjoy it in a couple episodes at a time. Well, I hope that you have a good day, and someday I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to where these mushrooms are. They were over there. Here. I'll come back and I'll see if they like their new home, or if they died, or I hope they live. All right, I'm going to go now. Bye.